Yo guys, what is up? This is your boy John Lawson, and I help busy entrepreneurs and business owners with AI, automation, and tech. And that's what I'm going to do right now. So, have you ever seen these cool videos with images that float in the background and text on top and people talking in a podcast like episode? But they're not really real people. And the entire process is made. Okay, wait, let me show you. All right. So this is one right here, boom, called Crafting an Irresistible Offer. And I want you to give this a listen.
Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're diving into something super crucial for any small business out there, crafting an irresistible offer.
Yeah,
I know you're all working hard trying to stand out in a crowded market, right?
absolutely.
Okay, so that's just the opening of it. I've put the link for you so that you can listen to the whole thing. It's definitely worth listening to. It's about 27 minutes long and it's got some amazing content. But the most amazing part is that I did all of that with AI. That's not my voice. I didn't write the script. I didn't have to go in and, put the female voice and the male voice. I did all of that with a couple of AI tools. And I'm going to show you right now exactly how to do that. No fluff, no complicated tech talk, just real solutions that'll make a podcast like this or any content that you want to put out there similar to this in this kind of format actually stand out, and it's super simple. So by the end of this video, you'll be creating professional looking podcast sounding stuff like that on any topic you want with AI. And let's just dig in and let me show you how it works. All right, so I'm going to get into here. Let me move my fat head out the way and give you the background. So there's just a few tools that I'll use. And of course, the first one is ChatGPT. All right. So what I use ChatGPT for is doing the outline, creating the research, and some of the research, when I do my research, I do it with other things. But when it comes to putting the whole outline together, I'll use ChatGPT for something like this. And this is the important part, is that when I'm putting it together, I put it in a nice structured way so that it is easy to follow. So this is customer journey mapping, then emotional triggers, content marketing integration. Remember, this video is all about creating a irresistible offer. So these are all of the sections and the content that I want to put in. I believe there's 9 sections of content, right? So after I got it the way I want it and the content that I want, I take it into another tool. And this is where the magic really happens. This tool is called NotebookLM. NotebookLM, and this is what it looks like. It's very, plain Jane looking. It's a free tool from Google. It's a Google tool, so in the background, it's actually using Gemini as the LLM, and that's where you get Notebook LM. Large language model is Gemini, of course, because it's a Google tool. The cool thing about it, it's free, and all you have to do is start a new notebook, and you can upload your sources. So my sources was just text, so I used the copy text, but you could also use YouTube video links, website links, Google Docs, Google Slides, all kinds of different documents, even MP3s and markdown text, PDFs. All of that is able to be uploaded into this document for NotebookLM. So whatever you upload, it's going to use that and use only that as it's referencing data. Okay, so I've already done that in another notebook, so I'm not going to show you here. I'm just going to go to that notebook, and you see I've got the pasted text here, and that pasted text, which is already in there, I already uploaded it, but it is that same content that I had from ChatGPT. So I uploaded that in here by simply pressing the add button, added the sources, copied the text from, ChatGPT, put it in there. Cool? Then here is like the magic part, right? Inside of NotebookLM, and let me view my stuff real quick. Under this notebook guide here is where you get to create your podcast. Now, you don't have a lot of control over it. The only control you really have over the podcast is what you put in, right? So my topics are going to be based on anything that I give it as a source, right? So then once you put it in there, you'll have, and let me go to one that hasn't been done yet and do a new notebook just to show you how I will normally do this. I'll go to ChatGPT. I will copy this text, go into NotebookLM, and I'm going to say copy text and paste it right there and insert it. All right. And now that content is part of the database that it's going to pull from, and only that. Once you upload it, then you'll get this opportunity for the audio overview. Like it says, it'll be 2 hosts in English. So it's going to be a male and a female host in English talking about the content we just uploaded. The one little tweak you have is this thing that's customized, right? And that's a very minor tweak in terms of how to the language model. But what you can do in here is you can try to focus on a specific, source if you have multiple sources, or focus on specific topics from your source and target the specific audience so that they're talking to a specific audience. So those are some of the things you can try. But this is basically a prompt area for the language model. What I have found is that if I put things into a nice outline format, I tell it inside of here to make sure to go through each of the topics and the subtopics and do deep dives on each part. When I do that, it follows basically my outline. Not only that, it oftentimes makes the podcast, makes it longer. Oftentimes, when I did this before I had the ability to customize, we would get 7 minutes, 9 minutes, at most. Now I'm getting 20, 30-minute long ones because of the way I put that in. So that's one of the hacks that I might give to you. All right. Once you put that in, then you can hit generate. And then in the background, it's going to generate your podcast. So we're going to do it like, TV, where you show all the ingredients and then you put it in the fake oven and then you pull it out and it's done. So that's what we've got. We've got the done version of that, which is right here. And anytime you want to get back to where you were in one of those, you go to the notebook guide, and there is my podcast. Now, once your podcast is generated, you can press these 3 buttons and download the podcast. So that's what I do. You download the podcast. It comes out in a WAV file, okay? That WAV file is all you need from NotebookLM to move forward and make our next phase of this processing. So I will download that, save it to my drive, and then the next place that I go to really get all this put together is a tool called CapCut. All right. And CapCut is pretty much the only tool I need after, my Canva, not Canva, I'm sorry, ChatGPT, NotebookLM into Canva. 3 tools. That's about it. And then there's one little, it's not a tool, but it's someplace that I pull video from, and I'll show you that in just a second. So what you want to do is you want to start a new video project. So I will do that. And then it's like click to upload, and I will navigate to that file that I just created, and it is in my, cancel that, I don't need to download anything. It's in my downloaded documents. So see here, I'm looking for my WAV file right there, creating as irresistible offer. That's the WAV file. I will upload that WAV file. I'm going to pull the shorter one just because it's going to make it go a little bit faster. So I will pull that into CapCut. Now, when it's been saved in my space, you see how it's uploading here? So it's going to go through, it's going to get to 100%. And then when it gets to 100%, it's going to do a little conversion. The conversion takes a couple of more minutes. Not a whole lot, because this is just a WAV file. So it's not a big MP4 file. So it doesn't take a whole lot of time, right? So if we're looking, we're at 95%. I'm going to let that go ahead and finish. So it's now transcoding that file. See, so it did 100%. Now it's going to transcode that so that it can be edited inside of CapCut. And one of the things you might notice on my CapCut screen right now, if I pull this out of the way, let's exit out of that, is that I have the video size at 9:16. You can do any video size you want. If you want a bigger aspect ratio, then you can pick it out over here. If you wanted a YouTube size, 16:9, right? I've got it the other way, 9:16, so it's long, and it works on a phone. It doesn't matter, same process, but just know what you're going to make, because it's going to determine some of the other parts in this next tool that we're going to use. Now, the next tool that I use, and you can use whatever you like, is a tool called Pexels, right? And let me find my Pexels tab here. And what I get from Pexels is free videos, right? So these are free stock videos that you can use, full access to them, and good licensing, yeah? So what I do normally is, since this was a business-related video, what I'm going to look for is business-related videos. So I'll type in videos, and I'll say business, right? And it will bring back a collection of business videos, right? But of course, for these videos, I only want videos that are 9:16. So by default, it's going to give me all the videos, but really what I'm looking for are videos that are 9:16. So inside of Pexels, they will give you both sizes. And I will just scroll down and start looking for ones that I like, that are going to be the right size. Like this one over here is 9:16. I don't really care for it. But the further down I go, the more of those I usually end up getting and seeing. So let's say I like this one because it's got food in it, so I'm going to like that one, all right? I can save it to a collection, or I can just directly download it by pushing download, and then I will download it to my folder. And I will find like 8 to 10 of those, depending on how long my video is, right? Maybe 15, whatever it is. So I will take that, I will download it into my drive, and let me pull up a download window just so you guys can see what I'm talking about in my downloads. So here's the download folder, and I've pulled down like 10 of these or something like that. Where is that? The video short files. That's what I put it in, this one separate folder. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14. So I got 14 different videos that I downloaded from Pexels. And I take those videos now and upload it to CapCut, right? So let's go back to our CapCut. now that we've got our video files on our hard drive, I should be able to upload all of those to my CapCut, because now here's the irresistible offer video or audio. It's only audio right now, and there it is on the timeline. And then I will do the same that I did with that file. I will go and drag and drop all of the videos for my download. So let's go to that download folder with the images. Why did I? There they are. Boom, video short files. I'll grab all of these, and I'm just going to drag it and drop it into my workspace. And now what that's going to do, of course, is start uploading each individual ones of these. All right. Again, we're going to use the oven and get them all in to one file without waiting for them all to upload, because I did this earlier. So I'm going to go to this other one, which is my completed project, and open that space. All right. And great. So I've got here all of the videos are uploaded, and my audio file is uploaded right here in that folder. Okay, so all of our files are uploaded here. We've got the audio file from our podcast deep dive, and then we've got all of the single files from Pexel that I uploaded. And now the next part is where the human in the loop comes, because we could just go out there and, you know, play just the audio, or put a static image on the background and let that play. But I kind of like the movement, and I like the people. So I will take these images with the people and I will add them to the timeline. So I'm going to simply go into CapCut here, and I can right click on it, say add to timeline, and it's going to add that video to the timeline, right? And it's going to automatically, you know, put it in there. Let me zoom out on the timeline so you can see the entire timeline, right? But it's only 25 seconds long, and this whole thing is 16 minutes long. So I need to add more to that timeline, right? So I'll add the next video to the timeline. I'm going to do add to timeline. It's going to add it. I'm going to do the next video and add the timeline, and so forth and so on. For as many videos as I like, I think the more videos you do, probably the better, because it doesn't loop as much, and people are like more apt to stick around because it's not the same video over and over and over again. It's multiple videos, and we only have to do it, you know, a few times do we have to loop through. So if you see me just adding all of these to the timeline, it's putting it right in front of the other video, and it's moving those videos to the right. And so let me add them all. And I got a couple more to go. Might as well go back to that first one and do this one and that one. All right. So if I shrink my timeline down a little bit, zoom out, just so you can see the whole thing, we've got back-to-back videos. It's almost 4.5 minutes long. So it'll be 4.5 minutes before it actually duplicates or, you know, loops again. And the video itself is only 16 minutes long. So I could go out there and get even more videos if you want. Do it, you know, how you want it. All right. But now that I've got these videos all together, I can select all the videos in that timeline, right? And I can then copy the videos and then do a paste. So I'm just doing a Control V, and it's going to put that same video on another part or a separate timeline, right? And all I'm going to do is pull that to the end of this set of videos, and it'll snap in place. And look at that bad boy. Now we're over 9 minutes long. See? Well, we're actually 10 minutes long. So I'm going to do it one more time. Paste. And it's going to give us some more on another timeline. I'm just going to pull that down. Oops. Don't want to do that. I want to get them all. Keep them on the same timeline. So there you go. And then I only need a few more right here. So I'm just going to pull out a couple here. I'm going to say copy. I'm going to move this to the edge. And I'm going to do a paste. And now it's going to paste it down there. Boom. And I'm going to trim the fat. So just going to pull that so it ends at the same time. And now I've got all my videos. So basically it's going to play.
But how do we address the elephant in the room? You know?
What's that?
The
See?
skepticism.
It's just
How do
gonna
we
keep
make people
playing.
feel confident about actually investing in our
And
offer?
it's going to play into
Really
the next
alleviate
one,
those doubts and make your
where she's
offer a
counting the
no-brainer.
money.
Guarantees are
And
like
then the
that
next
safety
one
net
where
that allows
somebody's on
people
the
to feel more
keyboard
comfortable
over
taking
and
a
over
leap.
and over. So now basically the video portion is done. So we got the audio and the video. What's the last part we need? We need the text on top, okay? And that we're going to go in on CapCut and do captions. And we're going to do auto captions, English, or any language you want. If you're in a different country, different zone, or want to make one for different languages, then hit generate. It's going to generate the captions and put them on a different timeline. And part of the reason why I had all of mine on one timeline is because when it throws the caption in, it's going to throw the captions on the top timeline so that the captions are on top of the visuals. And that's what we want, right? So there you go. This whole area here are nothing but the captions. So if I play it now, you'll see captions.
Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're diving
And
into
there they
something
are.
super crucial
Let's
for
just
any
make it a
small
little
business
easier for you to see.
out there.
Mm-hmm.
Crafting and
Pause it here. And all I got to do is just pull the captions where I want them. I want, which will be fine now. You're probably saying, hey, those are white. Those are hard to see. Of course they are. This is the magic of CapCut, right? Is because if I pull out my sidebar and I deal with just the captions, it's going to give me more options for the captions. Oops, sorry. And I pick the captions, and there they are. These are the different captions that I can change it, you know. So these are some of the presets. And then I have a pro account. And if you want to get it really tight, you can pay the pro account. But if not, you can use the regular styles that are here, which are pretty good too. But if you really want it to pop, I like where it turns them into emojis as well. So I will take this, like I said, this is a pro account that I have. And when I just select that as pro, it'll turn those little emojis. Okay, so that way we put those nice graphics on top. And here's the end result. Now there's a little bit of lag here just because we're doing all the video and recording on top. So just watch though.
hey everyone, and welcome back.
Yeah.
You
See how it does the pop-ups?
know we
And the,
always get questions
audio.
about
Of course, like
crafting
I said,
offers,
it's doing its
and this
little
deep dive is going to be
lag
all
here
about
because
that.
we're recording
Building
at the same time. So once we have it all set up, text is right where I want it, and I just simply export that as it is, and it will download it into the folder, and ultimately I will get the finished product, and that's what you see right here. The finished product looks like this.
You got it.
And for this deep dive, we're tapping into the wisdom of entrepreneur and AI expert John Lawson.
Oh, fantastic choice.
I'm really excited about this one because John has
Pretty
built
cool, right?
multiple successful online
And pretty
businesses.
easy.
Yeah,
Now there
he
is
has.
And
some
sharing all those secrets.
crazy options that you can go through and really massage this, make it your own. Just this is kind of like the top of the iceberg, and of course the ice goes deep. So feel free to play around with this, but this is the basics. And I like keeping things simple, you know? So it's 3 tools. I'm in and out. I've shown it to you in less than 30 minutes from end to end, and that's what you can end up doing. Of course, as you get better and better, you'll get faster and faster. But there you go. That's how I made that video, and it was simple, very simple, 100% done with AI and just a little human in the loop. Oh, I forgot to tell you, just wanted to remind you guys, I've got an actual full SOP of this entire process written so that you can hand it off to one of your, VAs, or just have it for other workers. And if you want a copy of that, absolutely free. Just follow the link. It's the full SOP process with a nice little checklist with boxes and all that kind of stuff, and some notes from this video. If you want that, just follow the link and grab a copy. All right, this is your boy John. I'm out of here for now. Peace.